Always get loose and limber before starting anything. When you get to 35, you just have to. Hey man, welcome to the channel, and really glad to see that you found the video. I don't know why you found this video. Maybe something in your life feels off, maybe you're tired in a way that sleep just doesn't fix, or maybe everything looks fine on the outside, but you don't feel settled inside. Or perhaps your world recently has just completely fallen apart, beyond recognition. If any of those have happened to you, I'm sorry. It must really, really suck and be a tough time for you. And if any of those are you, I want to make it like really plain and really clear to start with that there's nothing wrong with you at all. I think as men we have so much pressure on us and we put so much pressure on ourselves that we just think that there must be something wrong if something doesn't feel right or something doesn't look right on the outside, but it's definitely not the truth. Yeah, I guess more. Because recently my life completely fell apart. I had a successful business, I had a relationship that was really great. I had friends, family was good, but then it all crashed within the space of 3 months. I was working on my own again in my business, I lost my relationship, the debts were piling up, and I pulled away from friends, family, loved ones. And that's what happened within basically 90 days. It's no drama. It's just facts and the reality of what the situation was, I guess. And the funny thing is that the hardest part of all of that is that it's not that any of it should have happened. It's just that I couldn't handle it. I thought that I should have been able to handle it. I could deal with everything. If I just made more plans, if I worked harder, I trained harder, focused on the result more, I'd get there. And I just couldn't. I couldn't do it. And I tried so hard. And I just, at one point I was waking up every day for 2 weeks with a stress headache, just trying to figure it all out and fix everything. And I guess that belief has just been with me my whole life, like the belief that I can make things happen and I can work at it, and if I just try a little harder and push a little further, then I can get through it. And I think a lot of my life has worked, but the truth is that deep down I was always braced, always a little fearful of what was to come, always having to
be reactive and pushing and grabbing and not being and not feeling right, not feeling right in myself, and always having a really difficult time achieving on the outside. And what I'm learning now is that, like, there was nothing wrong with me. Like, I was just responding to stress and uncertainty the only way my body knew how, the only way that it grew up knowing how to deal with all those sort of pieces. And yeah, there was nothing wrong with me. There was nothing to be ashamed about. I just didn't really understand myself. I didn't really understand what was going on, not just up in here, but like in here as well. And the real key critical piece for me is that what was happening wasn't weakness, it was just adaptation. I had to adapt to survive, and I've just never been able to let go. And I know the mistake I've made at this point, especially at the end of the years, coming to a new year in January, that you think you need to be someone else and you think you need to be someone new, and that's not right. I think we just need to be honest, and we need to slow down, and we need to reflect and stay present with ourselves rather than always being so focused on the outside to help ourselves find the right answers when life just doesn't go to plan. And I started No Broken Men because I don't think you're broken. I think we're exhausted. We're exhausted of having to like push all the time, fix everything, be on it, and not give ourselves the space to be honest, truly present, and reflective enough to find the answers for what we're going through. And like, I want to be clear, like, this isn't like, this isn't a, oh, look, there's this guy and he's got all the answers and all the tools, he's got it figured out. Like, this is a practice for me too. I'm just learning what I'm learning and taking it one day at a time. So this isn't a course, this is, I'm not your guru. This is just every week I'm going to come on and share something I'm doing that's helping me, something that really helps me get to a really a better place, but not fixed. And because this isn't about a destination, it's about a journey that always evolves and is always going to be changing. Because in our lives, we're always have different things come along and different circumstances, and our sort of identity will evolve as the years go by, and it's nothing to fix. It's just it's a journey in progress to being more secure in your masculinity. And I guess just a journey on what that looks like. And if you want to join in when I share these things that I'm doing for myself, great. And if it works, then dude, that's awesome. And if it doesn't quite work, that's okay. That's just information. It doesn't mean that it's failed, it's just info. Maybe it's not quite aligned with you. Maybe it needs more practice. Maybe something else will work better. And that's fine. And like I said, you don't need to be fixed. And I guess things don't need to work straight away. I think as men, I especially have been like, right, it needs to work now. I need to make it happen now. But just It doesn't work like that, you know? It takes time. And you just need permission to try. And the patience and grace with yourself to not abandon yourself when things don't go right straight away. So if that resonates with you, you're welcome to stay. And I'll see you on the next one.